Letter. October is a horror for Salem residents. Published in the Salem News, March 2, 2023. Written by Polly Wilbert. To the editor. Salem City Administration reports that all of the hotel rooms and short-term rentals in Salem for October 2023 are already reserved, and I'm sure at very high rates. Every restaurant and bar will do just fine with the visitors who will come to Salem in October without any further encouragement. Our hotel, motel, and meal tax revenue in October will be significant. Shifting Salem's management of over-tourism in October from what has devolved into an abuse of our city residents and a fraud on those visitors is what is needed now. When our 9,000 parking spaces are all full on October weekends, thousands more vehicles are being driven around with the hope of finding a free or less costly parking space while avoiding lots charging $50 to $60, exasperating serious weekend traffic problems across our downtown streets and entrance corridors. And having to rent 70 portable toilets at $1,000 each for a month confirms how unfit our tourist infrastructure is to support the visiting hordes in October, despite the cities having spent $200,000 to build public restrooms at the South Harbor Garage. The rising number of vehicles ticketed and towed on October weekends is a quantification of visitors' abuses of our neighborhoods, where their cars block residential driveways and city fire hydrants and ignore resident-only parking designations. Violation monies aren't a city profit center. Rather, they are solid evidence of our not having enough parking to accommodate all the visitors who drive here in October. But wait, back at the MBTA, check the daily headlines. It is operating so poorly on so many fronts that it's amazing anyone takes it at all. So, touting its virtues as alternate transport to Salem is undercut nearly every day by its widely reported service failures. Recommending the T has diminishing credibility. Salem's funding of Destination Salem's advertising for haunted happenings has become a total waste of tax money. We are doing the equivalent of continuing to advertise tickets to a sold-out concert. Cities advertise to enhance tourism when they want to fill empty hotel rooms or support under-patronized restaurants or under-supported commercial operations. Salem is full up in October and will continue to be so and doesn't need to incentivize anyone, anywhere to come here then. Our sidewalks are already filled with large tour groups. We must pivot our resources to spread out visitors through the other 11 months of the year with creative programming that focuses on our amazing American history and our coastal location, and that offers positive visitor experiences with lower hotel rates, readily accessible parking, and capacity to eat breakfast, lunch, or dinner at a restaurant without long waits or paper plates. Salem's rich historical experience is made up of thousands of amazing stories. We should refocus there. Salem has too long capitalized on the history of a very few largely poor and uneducated women condemned as witches in the 17th century, which today morally extends at societal crime despite our knowing better. We have become the Disneyland gift shop for a time nearly 400 years ago when Salem women were lied about, brutalized, and executed. How do we justify that? Not with thinking that we are taking the moral high ground focused on injustice, when in reality, we are more often really supporting the sale of kitsch-like witch hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, keychains, and other foreign-manufactured stuff that will be headed to a landfill in short order. Sadly, we have achieved a downtown economy where many small businesses have little to no connection with the daily needs of Salem residents. Anyone want their bike or watch repaired? The proliferation of retail schlock is not where our residents are spending their money. So, it is no surprise that few of us have any commerce with the small downtown businesses that exist to serve the tourist trade. If we don't diversify our tourist-focused Halloween economy toward a suite, we will surely regret that we have become a one-note, all our eggs in one basket tourist destination. Compare Salem with Newburyport or Portsmouth. Those historic cities have vibrant downtowns with diverse retail outlets and varied restaurants and a steady flow of visitors. The residents do not suffer the abuse of over-tourism in October as Salem's do. It's time to diminish the horror that October has become for Salem's residents. Stop paying Destination Salem to advertise October and Halloween. Focus on right-sizing the October experience for both our residents and our visitors. Polly Wilbert, Salem.